Wish I could just take my time. I'm always in such a rush. They hate when I speak my mind. Maybe I said too much. But she knows how hard it gets. Living in this life of lust. You never really know what's next. But it never seems to be enough. I hear them hating, but I don't even need them. I started in the basement, I make this shit look easy. She started getting naked, we hardly ever speak, and just get to going crazy. She don't wanna play these games with me. So now she got a taste of it. She wanna ride this wave with me. You remember I was wasted, girl. You can't put the blame on me. Losing our minds. Do this every night. Can you just unwind with me? Just lay with me. Just take my time. Always in such a rush. I hate it when I speak my mind. Maybe I said too much. She knows how hard it gets. Living in this life of lust. You never really know what's next. But it never seems to be enough. Just lay with me. Just take my time. Always in such a rush. I hate it when I speak my mind. Maybe I said too much. She knows how hard it gets. Living in this life of lust. You never really know what's next. But it never seems to be enough.
You're gonna love me, yeah, you better love me. You're gonna love me, yeah, you better. Fuck me, don't fight me, yeah, fuck me, don't fight me. You're gonna love me. You said you would never leave me. Can't see your colors bleeding. Yeah, you better love me. Yeah, you better love me. You're gonna love me, yeah, you better love me. You're gonna love me, yeah, you better. Fuck me, don't fight me, yeah, fuck me, don't fight me. You're gonna love me. You said you would never leave me. You're gonna love me, yeah, you better love me. Can't see your colors bleeding. Fuck me, don't fight me. You're gonna love me. Yeah, you better love me. Yeah, you better.
Yo. You know, it wouldn't be a crisis stream if like something didn't go wrong. Mirror Dungeon Infinity drops Wednesday. W. Okay. Just go ahead and jump right in here because my phone's off. It actually died. So there's nothing for me to really set up. How are we doing tonight? Everybody doing okay? Ro got the waves? I did not get waves. I didn't get waves. It's just how it looks because the camera's reflecting off of it. It's not waves, bro. Promise. Doing good? That's good. Solid. Good to hear. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Back? Thanks for coming back, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. So, I'm gonna go off and assume, yay, I'm still first. I don't think you saw the other chats that came before him. I don't know if you were first, man. I don't know if you were first. 420 subs. When did I gain those 3 subs? Where did they come from? Check general. Oh yeah, guys, if you're new to the channel, we do have a Discord server. Go ahead and join in. What game are we playing today? Limbus Company. I'm gonna be going into Kanto 8. This with Crushbound plus Regret. Oh, Jesus. That's terrifying. Alright. Thanks for the sub. I really do appreciate it, Wyatt. We're gonna jump right into Kanto, not 8. We're gonna do the Intervallo. Because I can never do the Intervallos in my own time. I always subject my stream to the Intervallo. Just so that everybody suffers alongside with me. Rams, thanks for tuning in. It's been a minute since we've seen you. They call me the Piplatch for nothing. Okay, W. Not Kanto 8, exactly. Let's see what we have in the kind of the setup here. Clear the selection, please. What do I have as number 2 right now? This is the exact same setup. No, it's not. Okay. Cool. We'll just set it up for Zhao. And then usually run it this way. Speaking of which, I do not have any level up tickets. Just go ahead and wrap it up. Intervallos are fun, no suffering, not at all. Peak. Unsuspecting boss when you use Crush Brown plus Regret plus Capote. That's one way to do it. That is one way to do it. Alright, so we've got those guys, that's 5. We have her for 6. We can do these in this order. Gross Hammer. We actually don't have any good. We don't even have an assault yet. Don't even have the Capo guy. Alright, let's go ahead and jump in. Rest in peace, you gotta level up Hong Lu and Mersault this Intervallo. You know, it'll be alright. I feel like it'll be okay. I feel like with the full stops, it'll be alright. What's the most crackable non-human character in Project Moonverse? Blood Fiends don't count either. Rams, I'm not discussing this with you until you are 2 years older. Stop fucking around. I haven't started this Intervallo yet because I'm trying to level up everyone to 55 before I start. Fair. So I'm above funds, guys. I'm up. You need my answer, brochacho? Become 18 years old, then we can talk about it. I look from beyond the glass window as the sinners battle furiously inside the large indoor area. Same enemy that's already staggered and nearly dead. True. The delayed decisions. Yet concerned was I that not to dispose swiftly of that foe would. Fun to doing a rerun of the entire game? I see. I had no idea how hopeless the sinners were in battle without my command. Yeah, that's rough. Why won't any of you listen to my orders? Valid. And how the last's head ended up dangling from 1/4 of a neck. Unnecessary sacrifice to gain an edge in battle. That's funny. Donkey! Don Quixote falls before the merciless onslaught of enemies. And so many things I wanted to say to them, most of which were variations of "you're doing it wrong," but I had no choice but to watch as their woefully abysmal decisions continued to bungle the fight. If I tried, this researcher next to me will get in my way, claiming that they haven't finished collecting the data. Please stop pacing and compose yourself, we're almost done here. Rewrite round 2. We might get to it later tonight. Rams get Terraria? On God. Actually, everyone get Terraria. We keep getting our ass beat. We need more people, man. Let's help the sinners out of this bind first. It's a focus encounter. Okay. Pinpoint blitz. Oh, are these just counter enemies? Oh, that's kind of cool. Wait a minute, they can't beat themselves in a fight? Oh, that brings into question so many things, dude. Is this his first NV Pikachu fight? Nah. My dads don't know my way through. Elmia. My beloved. We can definitely A-res all of these for a bigger edge, I feel. Easy. Easy W. Uh-oh. Oh, so they do lose against themselves in a fight. That's crazy. Oh my god. They might not be fighting themselves, but other sinners in the story. Like, I don't think anyone except for Yoshu and Rodion, if locked in, impossible, is beating Mersal. Ryoshu could beat Mersal. I think Ryoshu's probably the only person that could beat Mersal. Maybe Otis, depending on her backstory. We haven't seen it. And probably Don Quixote. Probably Don Quixote if Don Quixote locked in and used her blood fiend magic bullshit. Oh, perfect. Yeah, Otis might be like actually strong. We haven't seen anything to counteract the idea that she is actually like a menace. Oh my gosh. This is like mildly more difficult than I thought it would be. Well, I say probably because I don't think Sancho would go like all out against Mersal. Like, I think she would probably treat it as like a sparring match, which could give him a chance to, you know, get the better of her if he goes like all out. But like all out, yeah, all out would just wipe him. Force for the flames? Bro, fuck off. I'm just using her ego. I don't have anything right now. I have no ego. Ah, it's fucking funny. I guess we could just block it. There's not anything else we could do that would result in a win. Might as well just reduce damage. Because if I recall right, clashing actually increases the amount of damage done to you if you lose. Sorry guys, hold on, like my girlfriend just came home. Alright. Every clash is 1 plus offensive level. Every offensive level is 3% damage. Yep, see? I think sometimes when I'm not like incredibly fucking tired, Prime Dawn might have this. See, because here's the thing. Here's my thing. Here's the thing. Roland has dismantled entire like offices and like associations, or like entire rooms of like fixers that are actually strong. Don Quixote stopped a war, but we don't know how strong the people in the war were, if that makes sense. His best feat is going toe to toe with Sancho, which isn't really like a good comparison because we don't know how strong she is, and we know roughly that the entire Limbus company can take on Sancho, which is a good like, you know, it's like a good kind of like indicator. I think Roland could solo Limbus company, and therefore by transitive property he could beat Don Quixote. Does that make sense? Right? Like, I feel like that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, feel free to correct me. Like this isn't something that I just like thought and was just like, yeah, this is absolutely true. I'm just kind of going off of like what I have, like conjecture essentially. No. We're not talking about second kindred Don Quixote. We're talking about first kindred Don Quixote. So, my thing is Don Quixote, first kindred Don Quixote. But that was okay, but Dippy, that was prior to the library bullshit. Here's what I'm saying. First kindred Don Quixote, La Mancha and Don Quixote, lost to Limbus Company with Sancho. We know for a fact that Sancho can be overpowered by all of Limbus Company because we did fight her directly and win. Or at least took her to a stalemate. If you put those two things together, we can reasonably say, and I would reasonably say that Roland would wipe Limbus Company. Like, wipe Limbus Company. If he is wiping Limbus Company, then I think he does have the power to beat Don Quixote. Now, here's my thing. The real question is this. The Golden Bough, does it weaken him? Does it weaken First Kindred, or does it strengthen First Kindred? Because if it weakens First Kindred, then a Prime First Kindred I think could beat Roland. But if it doesn't, and it makes him stronger, then I would say Roland has it. Oh! Are we talking about a prime? Are we talking about a prime? Oh yeah, wrap it up. Wrap it up. Roland's dying, bro. Roland's dying. Wrap it up. I stand by the fact that we don't know how strong he is, but it took a whole Limbus company plus like a full-powered Sancho. I'm pretty sure she's fully powered because she doesn't have any debuffs. A full-powered Sancho to beat a weakened version of him. If you're talking about a no, like if you're talking about a prime and he's supposed to be like massively stronger than that, I think I think you would lose. I think you would lose first Kindred. Yeah, I think Dawn would win if we're talking about full power prime. Dreamy hesitation. How much did that nerf her though? Astro, we're talking about full power prime. We're not talking about the one we fought in Kanto 7. Also, I'm past Kanto 7. Yeah, no, I don't see it, man. I think it'd be a hard fight. But I still think Roland would lose. Unless we're talking about like maybe like distortion. If we're talking about distortion Roland, I think he has a really good shot of winning. Yeah, honestly, like, the debuff on Sancho is pretty substantial, but Elena, according to her character page, is likely stronger than First Kindred Dawn, and she loses to color fixes. What are you talking about? According to her character page, is likely stronger. What are you talking about? No. Give me this. No. Give me that and put it in general, and I'll believe you. If you can put that evidence in general, I'll believe you all day long. Yeah, I don't know if Elena was that strong, bro. Like, I don't think that's true. He said he's booting up right now, bro.
저번에 약속한 거 안 잊었지, 죽은? 그 외에 임무를 성공적으로 100번만 수행하면 죽은? 설마 소유권을 벌써 다 쓴 거야? 말도 안 돼.
I mean, sure, that's great. That's great, but that doesn't directly scale her. We know that Sancho is significantly stronger than, what's her name, like Delinia or some shit, and she's also a second kindred. Being a first kindred by right doesn't just make you stronger than other ones. Bro, he keeps saying played through the Kanto. I'm past Kanto 7, dog. What did he say, bro? Yeah, Don Quixote is totally fine even though she's hundreds of years old. She's gotta be the oldest of us by a lot, right? Serve myself with, be not so. Of course, there is also someone who could care less about the bus's air quality. Okay, before. If you're something with a vicious scoundrel, I have no aim to exact violence upon him. Alina didn't need to get teamed on. Color fixture plus grade 1. Okay, let's see it. Natural born blood fiend. That is first kindred. I think natural born is first kindred though. I think that is what that means. Oh, we don't know what natural born means? Wouldn't natural born mean she's a progenitor? Huh?
My offering in exchange for a tiny bite.
Okay. There you go. You can have it. You can have it. You can have it. You can have it. Yeah. You can have it.
Are you grossed out already? Or?
Yeah. Daughter of a blood fiend? I feel like that's possible. Rolling Glazers versus Gabura Glazers fighting to be the worst Glazers of the century. Color fixers are stronger than you think they are. Yeah, weren't they getting walked? I knew this day would come. Go from the higher ups requesting that we send him for a checkup. Only to come face to face with Ismail's socked expression frozen onto her face. Yeah, this is terrifying. What? Blood of my colleagues, the only key to escape? Zishan! Oh my god. That's crazy. Color fixers are super strong. However, we have seen all but 2, if I remember correctly, die so far. Purple Tear, I guess. Since we don't know what kind of kindred Elena is, it's hard to say whether Roland solo would win against a prime first kindred Dawn. That's the kind of issue that I'm talking about. Like, we don't know exactly where to scale Dawn to. Imagine a male Faust. I don't think I want to do that. Yo, what's up? Yeah, Argalia is the worst color. Pre-library Roland versus Dawn. Dawn, he wouldn't let Don Quixote win. Dawn would fucking beat the shit out of pre-library Roland. But I'm standing right here. Ishmael or Faust is crazy. Alright, yep, she's yapping. Library has some insane fucking hacks. Yeah, exactly. Y'all are going in circles. You can't scale because there's not enough info, please. The only scaling we know is Dawn is that he's on par with Bari, who seems to be very strong. Dawn scales to Bari, fought to standstill, but it's unconfirmed, but highly likely Bar is the book hunter who took down Bad into Angela. But since we don't have any scaling for the people between the two games, we can't really tell. I mean, Dawn at least scales to Bar, who's at least capable of killing post-LR Angela, and Angela is capable of using hacks. I can hold back an Arbiter, so Dawn is Arbiter level trust. Oh, dear God. Oh, we're going to the headquarters, huh? Gracias. No, Roland can't beat hypersonic rats. How are we gonna get there if it's inaccessible? Yeah, no, hypersonic rats. Yeah, they can parry Bina, who's amped past Garyon. Yeah, they could definitely beat the fuck. They could beat the fuck out of the head. In theory, if the head rolls really low, if the head consistently rolls a fucking 12, somebody needs to make a mod where it's just like Milkshake Man scaling and everybody's just fucking rolling like 7 trillion. Like the rats roll like 8,000. And the library rolls like normal numbers, and it's just all of Milkshake Man's fucking scaling. Bro, a battle royale would actually be hype as shit. I'm telling you, bro, they're actually like, I'm pretty sure you could solo the end boss, like the Roland Distortion, with literally a rat page, and just a rat page with like rat skills, I promise you. Why didn't Angela just manifest ego weapon and armor and run the city gauntlet? She is stupid. All that processing power to think, and she's still a fucking idiot. Yeah, Dippy, but we know she can use other skills and other egos aside from the library. Like, she is capable of using skills. We literally play as her.
I heard that.
Hmm?
I heard that.
She doesn't even need to. She just remembered Roland frame 1 of the game. Yeah, it's literally true. Wait a fucking minute. Wait a fucking minute. Y'all, do y'all think Roland could have, like, dodged the fucking dismemberment attack? Or do you think Angela's, like, actually that fucking good? Like, what do y'all think?
Right now?
Alright, sorry about that, guys. Why didn't Angela just fight Roland herself? Is she stupid? I think she did. I think it was like an actual thing in the game. Oh my god, guys. 40 minutes in and we've beaten 2 whole levels. That's what happens when we start power scaling. Once we disembarked the bus, we made our way into this unfamiliar vehicle of sorts. Its interior was mostly metallic, filled to the brim with convoluted-looking machines, and on the opposite end of the entrance, a massive door loomed over us. Dumb theory. What if the head was actually scared of the library? I mean, I'm pretty sure it was. Wait, that means in cohorts with young Sasara. What the fuck? Who's Sasara? Your concerns will be taken into account next time. Faust seemed relieved. Kiwai, your genuine friend, they won't. Who's they? I think she was just so strong that she caused, or that she used the 4 days of light to manifest her library and no one could harm her at all. Let's see. Glad we're not sitting through another lecture. We barely hold against an arbiter and a claw, let alone an army of them. Yeah, but that's like after she got turned into basically a human. We're talking like full power Angela, I think she'd have a good shot. Yeah, 3 incredibly fucking exhausted members of the library. Plus, a weakened and nerfed Angela post-humanization. They only cared about Angela being an AI? That sounds fair. Gabora and Bina, both not full power at all. Yeah. Did she say that Mrs. Sarah told you something about how the principles of P Corp singularity is a lot like how Lamanchulan works? They literally fucked off once she became human. So if you just become human, it doesn't even matter. I love that shit. Ishmael is correct in suggesting that technology to expand a given space is commonly employed technology by other wings as well. An example of one such invention making use of this space expansion technology, but isn't a P Corp singularity, would be Mephistopheles. The ultimate purpose of P Corp space expansion technology is to create the safest place in the world. A perfectly protected construct, its interior sheltered from the world outside no matter how severely its exterior is battered. To have a sound structural integrity no matter what, its interior is safe from any and all harm. Therefore, the more expensive a P Corp product is, the safer its interior is from damaging outside conditions such as extreme pressure or shock. Perhaps the way in which the interior is completely insulated from the outside is comparable to a full disconnect from the outside world by sheltering in a separate dimension. Like, she fucked up the entire half of the southern section of the city with her library, and they just didn't give a fuck because she had blood instead of oil and wasn't a clanker anymore. Safest place in the world, LabCorp PTSD. In conclusion, the exterior of this vehicle utilized P Corp singularity, which means that it can protect itself from its interior from all forms of impact, not to mention that it has enough room to hold more than 13 people inside. Don't dimensional trunks or containers also transport things to other dimensions? Sync, why are you freezing up all of a sudden? There was this creepy story that used to circulate among kids back when I was in school. Here's how it goes. So a Davat Association employee makes a delivery to a house, then looks away for a second, and a curious kid crawls into the courier trunk, and I'm gonna stop the story right there. Look, that story kept me up at night for a whole week. I couldn't stop having nightmares about that scenario where, hey, come on, sometimes a story is just a story, man. Third warning. Gotta love how there was more than 3 trumpets. It's just annoying that after 3, no one left to activate it. Is that actually a thing? Like, there's 7 trumpets and just no one alive after the 3rd one to answer? That's fucking hilarious. Unfortunately, the story that inspired Sinclair's week-long nightmares is most likely an accurate retelling of a true story. Several regulations were added to Hanya and Devet Association's rules to prevent cases of people being stored in dimensional containers. From a certain perspective, it is said that warp technology employed by W Corp shares a degree of similitude. The parallel lies in the fact that it also transports humans to a different dimension, the difference being that they are packaged in a safer manner. 7th Trumpet was like End of the City. Yeah, it was a 60-page manager guide originally for Lobotomy Corp. Yeah, just like the Book of Revelations, LabCorp had 7 trumpets. 1st trumpet, shit's kind of bad, but not really. Yeah, can you go ahead and just send me that specific part where it talks about all the trumpets? Because I'd love to look at that. Therefore, perhaps enough of a connection exists to say that they operate on the same scale. Anywho, the point is that we'll always have access to the headquarters as long as we have this vehicle thing, right? This will certainly make the logistics of communication and supply much more convenient. One question, however, how does the company plan to move this instrument, as I expect that would be much trouble on its own? Has that detail been hashed out yet? No. In order to establish a more tangible level of communication with Limbus Company headquarters, an effective means of transportation such as this vehicle will be installed in the nests across the city. In summary, an efficient means of transportation such as this vehicle here, developed using P Corp and the aspirant W Corp's technology, will gradually be installed at various points across the city. In every nest? Of course not, this technology is still experimental. It is astronomically expensive to install and operate. Virgilius gave a firm clarification. Activating now. Faust tinkers with various machines and contraptions within the vehicle, and the giant door from earlier began to tremble, making a loud noise. Wherefore is that gate over yonder shuddering so? Energies, now linked, are routing toward the gate. When the gauge displays around the glowing door filled, the door began to slowly open. Main branch so fucked, nest is cooked, wing is gone, city is wiped out, all of mankind is eradicated. Since in your general chat, I want to know what abnormality was so bad they had to make a 7th trumpet. Paradise Lost, probably. An abnormality escapes and threats the facility and the agents. Good, it should be fine when the situation works. There are 7 levels of emergent situations. You can still resolve the situation. A competent manager like you will find a way to improve the problem. Still, some sacrifices of the agents will be inevitable. It will be a miracle if you can resolve the situation. Most of the agents are already dead, and abnormalities are uncontrollable. Your branch cannot revive again. Your role as manager is over as well. You will not be able to hear this alert. Above this stage of alert only exists manually. However, many branches had experienced 4th trumpet, and we can find many escaped abnormalities outside. With this alert, we will lose our position as the wing. It may be caused due to other abnormalities or other wings. This situation is out of our control. Everything is over. It is impossible for mankind to survive from this situation. It is the end without any hope. This situation only assumes the worst. Oh, 4th trumpet's like a nuclear bomb. I love that. Question mark, question mark, question mark, trumpet. Well, where's 5th through 7th? I want to see the pictures. I want to see the pretty pictures. Though I like the fact that 4th trumpet has a picture. I like that. The dude playing the 7th trumpet theme as the world ends around him. White Knight was not that bad. That's fucked. The servants isn't uncommon throughout the city. Yeah, see, I kind of want to learn, like, what the fuck could possibly be that bad. Okay, let's look at the guidebook's version of it. Police are dead, and it will be nigh impossible to suppress. The facility is done for. Your role as manager is as well. You won't hear this alarm on any occasion. This level technically exists only in the manual. The 4th trumpet has been set off in many branches of facilities. A majority of abnormalities are out in the world. When this sets off, we will probably have lost our position as a wing, either by abnormalities or other wings. The situation is out of our corporation's hands. This is the end. Abnormalities have thrust humanity into an irreversible ruin. There is no hope in this apocalypse. This alarm is reserved for the absolute worst case scenario imaginable.
Tell them you like being choked.
When it fully opened, Faust made her way inside like it was just another door. Well, let's follow her inside. I can't believe there are no other pictures. There is a bizarre and incomprehensible noise of machines, coupled with a low droning noise. We have arrived. Welcome to the Limbus Company headquarters. This place is teeming with people dressed in all sorts of odd outfits, briskly between busy schedules. There are heavy doors opening and closing from here and there, alongside that odd sensation I've been feeling from time to time. LCE? The hell is LCE, boy? I don't like these new folk. I like old Limbus Company, not this new Limbus Company. Fun fact also found in the manual, the clerks have guns, not to suppress abnormalities, it's to take the easy way out. You know what, that's fair. Then Trump would most likely be based off the beast from Revelations. So Paradise Lost. That's literally Paradise Lost. Paradise Lost is literally about the devil. Like, that's literally Paradise Lost. It's referencing a poem about the devil. You can't make this shit up. Right, are we waiting for something to happen, or are we all suddenly unfamiliar with the concept of introducing ourselves? Given that no one appears to be willing to introduce me, allow me the liberty of self-introduction. Oh, good shit. I'm aware of the Book of Revelations. More parallels to Carmen. What the fuck are you talking about? Paradise Lost. Dog. White Knight is literally the Antichrist. Like, I don't know how to explain this to you in any better way. It literally converts apostles into its forever servants. Literally has the mark of the beast on it. Its fucking ego gift is called Paradise Lost, which is a reference to a poem about Satan. I don't know what to tell you. Unknown third, Aleph, represent the beast of the sea, Leviathan, all breaching all at once. It's probably true. Lucifer and the beast are not the same thing. Depending on what demonology you're talking about, they are the same thing. If you're referencing Paradise Lost, it is certainly the same thing. To be even more precise, the only reason he retains that role is because Yiseng and I have been excluded from the research personnel files due to our status as sinners. Someone must continue to stay behind to do research. So you two are friends. While it seems entirely unnecessary to establish a label on the relationship, it can be said that we are acquaintances who routinely and unwillingly maintain a regular level of communication with one another. For the first time since we were acquainted. I hear that our department has reached out several times to yours to remind you of this regular checkup. There are multiple beasts, aren't there? Depends on what demonology you're talking about. If you're talking specifically about Revelations, there are multiple entities that could be called beasts. Whenever you use the term the beast, you are talking about Satan. Like, the Book of Revelations specifically mentions, like, the mark of the beast, which would be Satan. Beast. Like, it really depends, because there are multiple beasts with an S, but like whenever they're talking about the mark of the beast or anything like that, that would be talking about Satan. So it really just depends on what you mean by the beast. Unless I'm understanding this wrong. Because the mark of the dragon makes it sound cool instead of like a persona trait. Dear God. Oh, shit. Though it does look like, the more I'm reading into it, it looks like the beast and Satan could be different. It's interesting. I've seen many different demonologies of this. Going strictly off of Revelation, I would say that, yeah, if you're gonna mention that, then it's probably multiple beasts. When it's mentioning the beast, though, it's probably the Antichrist. If I had to say the beast, it would probably be the Antichrist. Just because of how they go over like they mention it as like his followers. Those who have the mark of the beast are his followers, which is more reflective of the Antichrist rather than you know, rather than Satan himself, who doesn't come up until much later, being the dragon. Alright, let's get back to it. Beast seems to be a catch-all term for powerful demons. I wouldn't say so. I feel like Revelations is pretty specific about who they call Beast. This must be Dante, the executive manager. I like how it's called executive manager. We don't really be making decisions, dog. I'd like to say hi, nice to meet you, but I don't think you can hear me. It's fair. I'm gonna brush up on some King Solomon's nonsense. They do differentiate Satan and Lucifer, although whether or not trusting a guy with hundreds of wives and taking hundreds of cultures, yeah, I don't know about all that shit. Into a character named Beelzebub? Yeah, alright. That's another person in demonology altogether. Naming the being that caused sin itself. Yeah. That was the first sinner. King Solomon is not the first sinner. Or if you're talking about like Lucifer, which I don't know if that's the I don't know if that's the first sinner or not. Sometimes I cannot help but wonder if my researchers and I are even speaking the same language, so I do commiserate. What the fuck? Is she on fire? Now that I think about it, is he sparked up? Is that wood, or is that like Big Bird? Talking about Lucifer, yeah. Although I remember seeing a theory that the rings that the Arbiters have are based off the rings of King Solomon. Possible. Then that means there could be 100 of them. 100 Arbiters. Which would make the head Solomon? The gears scavenged from the former L Corp. There are partial similarities to the gears. Enough differences are present to distinguish them. Attempted our own version of extractions successfully, I might add. While the news of the production of Ego gear in Limbus company style was already received, this is the very first time they are observed in person. Let's have abnormalities contained in this facility. So that's why I've been sensing abnormalities in here. I'm sensing distortions in the spatula too. Bless you. Indeed, as they are containment and research subjects for LCE department as well. Apart from a few imperfections in the finish, the level of ego extraction visible here is quite acceptable. Input appreciated. This is a product of thousands of repeated experiments and subsequent failures that have been meticulously conducted and studied in order to extract it with an acceptable level of stability. At the end of the day, I did it, like I always do. You did it? We are used to it. Piss off. Going mad surrounding by these self-absorbed twats. I'm just about ready to get violent on some poor bastard. Let's get on with the checkup so we can get back to the bus, yeah? Serious cover. Regrettably, given that this is your first ever regular checkup performed as your group since your employment. The walls of the laboratory suddenly started separating and sliding in place. When settled, I realized that it had locked the sinners away in some kind of hold, isolating them from me, Virgilius, and Charon. This is an ambush. Yes, it is. The purpose of this test is to measure your behaviors in response in case of a surprise attack, so ambush it is. Just go with the flow. So it goes. It'll be an apt response. I'll find a room where Karen and I can sit down and enjoy some nice tea. Come find me with Faust once this is all over. Karen wants cake too. She left her a cake from our last office party. Come this way, please. This is a regular checkup. Let's get this done. But if it's a regular checkup, just ego spam and you'll be alright. Oh, hell nah, gang. What the fuck? Wait a minute. These guys are fodder. These guys are fodder. Virgilia's goated? Nah, for real. For your information, that's not Big Bird, that's the Fey Lantern gear. Is that not the same thing?
Hey yo!
You good?
시도는 좋았어요.
Fodder enemies, by the way. Easiest 1v1 of my life, bro.
목을 콱 물어버리자고.
Nah, that's big. R2? What the fuck is R2? Anyways. That is Big Bird. You can't tell me it's not Big Bird. Big Bird has the lantern ego. I don't want to hear all that bullshit. Wow, she rolled tails on all fucking three of those. Oh, refraction railway? I see. The fuck is Yo, chill. I just unlocked refraction railway like last week, bro. Chill out. Why are these enemies like actually fodder though? Is the reason why we clown on you? You know what? That was just making me sad, okay? Now I'm just sad.
이 거리면 충분해. 너한텐 조금 멀겠지만.
Otis S1 rolling at A13 versus enemy 4-5. Yeah, why are they fodder though? Like, why are they rolling 4-5s? They should have unnerfed the hard fight in the 8th Kanto just for me.
어머, 놀랐어?
Guys, can y'all start a campaign on Twitter to like have them unnerf it, but just for me? Y'all have 7 days to get it done. The game, I think, assumes you might not have max level center for each center, and it gives you some fodder. Ever, that's what I'm annoyed about. All tests had to you. I mean, the final boss isn't involved so badly. You get washed by unnerfed A30? Nah. See, that's what they said about Don Quixote, and I soloed Don Quixote. No deaths. No deaths. First try Don Quixote. I don't want to hear it. All this, oh, Crisis is gonna get humbled. Crisis is gonna get humbled, but I'm still here. I'm still here, chat. There's a reason why A30 got nerfed? No. I would wash A30, bro.
이제 깨우치시게.
Once I learn how to use Zao fast, it's fucking over. Once I use how to learn, Jesus Christ, I need to go to bed. Once I learn how to use Zao fast, bro, it's fucking over. Everyone first tried Nerf Don Quixote. I did that shit with a level 48 LCB Don. Nah. I beat the fuck out of Don Quixote. I don't want to hear all that bullshit. Y'all have 7 days to get it unnerfed. Make it happen. I had a quick break after going through all kinds of mysterious, strange personality tests as well. Literally just solo done. That shit was easy. You would crash out? No. You have 7 days. Huh. Tiptoes, you'd be very wrong. My heels are on the ground. Isn't that? It's just there so I can look cool. Bold but scram. I seem to have forgotten something quite important that I forgot to establish prior to the beginning of the test in earnest. The Winged Tiger is waiting for you. Crisis pre-nerf 830 would end you. Even post-nerf Crisis, still gonna get his ass kicked, so let's be so for real. Blazing Star will tear you asunder in his fangs. That Capo ain't that much of a pushover. Dog, I'm telling y'all have 7 days to get it unnerfed. 7 days. Start a campaign on Twitter or something. Just say, like, hashtag humble crisis or some bullshit like that, bro. But make it happen. But I'm tired of all this yapping. I'm tired of all this, Crisis is washed. Crisis can't do it. I'm tired of all this yapping, chat. I got a bottle of gin with my name on it. Right hand to God. A shot for every death. You guys have it. You guys have it. Make it happen. Make it happen. Don't ask me to do it, it's just not my vibes, you know. I'll take a researcher job though. I'm a big fan of her style. What are you doing? I would also like to refuse your nomination. The position of an assistant to Hohenheim implies that said assistant is a skill inferior to the person they are assisting. Again, I didn't have you in mind either, but your passionate expression of intent is nonetheless appreciated. If I were to talk about myself, I would want to open by saying that I was class vice president in school, a diligent... Do you fellas actually want to be his assistant? Getting in front and center things bothersome. Decision has already been made. You there, Orange Chair Center. Seems to the guy that she comfortably shut up. Where? So I cannot... Transfer across headquarters. Remove. Heathcliff, who was absent-mindedly scratching at the bridge of his nose. Ishmael was more shocked than Heathcliff was. Common misconception among researchers to assume that the high level of education and the more elaborate their resume, the better candidate makes important. Where the most discoveries are made by spontaneity and intuition. Aggressive and approach Alright. He replied, scratching his head. Can be tricky. Easy. Should give her trouble. And be instantly humbled by a certain issue lord. 830 is going to kill you IRL. If you do that anyway, the final boss should give bro trouble. What do you mean this interval boss is easy? It can be a bit tricky. It's a crisis, bro. Especially with that one little funny thing it does. You know it's gonna make that shit 100% more difficult. Dog, you know what? All this yapping, but you know what I don't see? I don't see a hashtag on Twitter trending right now. I don't see any of that. So you know what? I'm just gonna do what I always do and first try the boss. I'm just gonna first try the boss. It's gonna be easy. It's gonna be fucking light work. It's gonna be light work. Sag replied with a particularly downcast look. I'm glad to have you on board as my new assistant. But do I look like a failed assassin? Shit's easy, bro. Shit's easy. I don't have my hood up because I look like an assassin. I have my hood up because it like ever so slightly covers the light that's being flashed directly. Look at how fucking bright that shit is. I'm just like covering my eyes a little bit because my fucking eyes hurt. I forgot my glasses somewhere and my fucking eyes hurt. Tell me on TikTok.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Your live popped up?
Oh.
Unfortunately.
Jesus. His head reflects the light so bad he had to hide. That's funny.
Hey, yo.
그림자가 그들을 덮었습니다. 청소부가 다녀가고 날이 밝으면 죽은 자의 흔적을 찾으려는 자들이 와서
Timepiece.
아무것도 알 수 없을 것입니다.
Why am I getting time, bro? Is there an event going on?
그림자는
Time killing time? No, hold on, gang. You know how many mirror dungeons I'm gonna have to grind because of this? This is the interval you get to fight the little gooberino. When does it end? 22 days? Oh, we have time. Yeah, we have time. Haha, we have time. Get it? Time. Get back to work? Shut the fuck up, funds. Heathcliff seemed eager to, as Honan suggested, express his free spirit to the best of his capabilities. Aren't you also participating in the test with the rest of us, Heathcliff? That is of all researchers. Like slightly pushing at the glasses sense of the air. Studious, learned individual like so. Slightly pushing at the flames wall. After lunch makes it seem as I am contemplating on something more profound aspects of life. Boy, let's not make this any harder than it's gotta be, lass. Snuff out that stick in your mouth. Since I heard a pig squeal. And can't you just do as I say for once? The purpose of this test is to see on a physical level how your current abilities scale compared to yourselves before you're hired. The mere mention of the words regression comes up. My very being. Is that progress though? Honglu Peak Rage Baiter. Learn to let certain thoughts rest in favor of others. I once allowed myself to be trapped in overlong ruminations on words of all matters. Idly abiding as a nigger. Can you shut the fuck up? Pretty sure I'm less of a picky eater than I used to be. My grip strength is much stronger too. Look, look. I think I'm getting calluses in my palms. did experience a pretty spectacular year, you know. Brutal year. So potent with significance. Misunderstanding seems to be brewing in tandem with this. Let me just have them at the bottom. Their abilities were diminished the moment you're hired as a company, equally defanged and depowered, if you will. In other words, all of your abilities have been brought down to, yes, the same general level as our 11th center here. I suppose it was quite the apt choice of words. Separation shattering into the ether? I need to know why that happened. Because the golden bow? Does that have anything to do? Hohenheim's comment and subsequent stare seemed a bit targeted. Think of it as something akin to a Kleifeld deterrence employed by the lobotomy corporation. Guys, is an image spoiler if the guy doesn't talk and has no head, because I have a mind-blowing image. So it is, if it's some random NPC, probably not. I think I know who it is. Crazy already knows who I'm going to post, 1v5. Yeah, as soon as I said mind-blowing, they knew. Blue is not sick. It's definitely spoilers. I thought implying that was always known. Of course, had I been in my prime, I could have wiped the floor with you miserable donuts in about a second. Oh, maybe Otis is pretty OP. So that's why my murderous arm's been quiet ever since they hired me. Didn't have anything to do with my heart after all. But I got calluses on my palms. Detriment to us. Carefully attempting to navigate through a conversation, but not the advantage granted by us, impaled in the ballad of well, which should triumph. Correct. It's highly likely that we may still have been shot inside his stomach, struggling to survive. Also, it can be said that the diminishing fact was not applied in equal measure across all affected subjects. I never could have knocked each of out with one punch if I was only as strong as Sink. It's a real handy trick, you know. Certain individuals' curse cannot be suppressed by the individual. Well, if your strengths have indeed progressed since the onboarding, then the average must have been risen as well. One of the purposes of these tests is to measure that difference. Not hundreds of ways to determine one's abilities from the assistance of the machinery. This is not happy today. New bodybuilding strat? Okay, let's hear it. So much time on our busy schedules. We'll utilize the Picatula and the distortion phenomenon. Shits in general. I'm just gonna delete that. Yeah, we're just gonna delete that, bro. You're such a dumbass, nigga. Bro, I hate niggas, bro. I fucking hate niggas. Oh my god. Was there anything good in here? This is pretty good. That's about it though, low-key. The extraction tickets are always good. Oh, this would have been cool to have. Crisis is such a racist. Can't believe my small streamer is so racist. Well, you know, if I continue to increase my level of racistness, I should, in theory, gain more. Should stop being so small. One level 50, one level 36. Set more images, you motherfucker. This gives fate. Can't use CT, so CT suck anyways. Glass bone and paper skin. Every morning I break my legs. Heathcliff, the assistant, pointed towards Harmon and Sinclair. Testing them not coming through. If I catch the enemies that have failed to even distort. I have a question, something that's been nagging me the whole time since I arrived. Are these has basically just us killing people for no reason? I understand. It seems that human memory is all made to be finite. Save for a few exceptional individuals, people are prone to misplacing memories even from yesterday. We need more Project Moon character slander. Sitting in level 26 Hong Lu? No, that's like the best way to do it. Hong Lu is practically squished against the containment unit window, holding up 3 of his fingers. He must have heard us talking. Incorrect is none of the above. The truth is that they are sinners, not families, friends, not colleagues, prisoners. But the knowledge of something and the acceptance of it must be distinguished. Bound to Limbus Company are still fettered by their chains and shackles. Naturally, they have no access to such a thing as a right to refuse. Or would it be easier for you to accept that if I were to suggest that you consider this but a mere extension of your responsibilities? Translations are unnecessary. I think I get the picture of what was said, given the atmosphere of the room. You remember your head in your past. I don't really have a lot of friends, but their peers tend to attract a certain degree of hostilities from others. So shall we begin? We are severely behind schedule. While the combatants do what they do, please pay attention to the following presentation about the Picatula projected onto this glass panel. As you must know, there are 7 categories of Picatula. Oh my god, bruh, he's yapping. The realization, meaning this extinguishes the room for the spark to set the fire. Anger at the meaningless at the end of the day. Okay, I did. Yes, that's exactly how it is. Either Ian or a head official, call it.
타겟 포착 1시 방향. 좋아. 좋아.
Looks like Hong Lu's solos, guys. I don't know. He just doesn't need doesn't look like he's gonna need any whatchamacallits, any levels, bro. Getting story, no way. Skincare and Hong Lu team up. Look-key, kinda insane. Crisis is cooked, definitely cooked. What do you mean I'm cooked? What are you talking about? I'm not cooked, chat. I'm gonna win this fight. This fight's gonna be easy peasy, bro. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
Spectrum sucks burns. There's 3 waves, by the way.
다 죽어라.
This is light work, bro.
타겟 포착. 1시 방향. 타! 차! 타! 그 삶의
Bullets in.
마침표를
You want to reload. The burn if beat them to anything. At least Hungry can still attack without bullets.
긴장하셨나요? 그럴 땐 크게 심호흡을 하면 도움이 된답니다. 타겟 포착. 1시 방향.
He's just good general clashing and poise stacking. Saving his bullets are not worth the effort, unlike
그
Heathcliff.
삶의 마침표를 다음 목표로 그 오물을 떼어내주지. 타! 타겟 포착. 1시 방향. 좋아. 그 오물 다 죽어라.
I don't know what y'all are talking about, bro. You don't get staggered off burn.
불길 속으로. 이게 답이
Oh.
아니었다고.
I see. Oh. I see.
잡았다. 주제도 모르고 도망치면 이렇게 되는 거죠. 얕본 건 저였나 보군요.
Damn. Chat, I kinda got cooked. I got cooked, chat.
젠장.
Okay. In
어째서
theory, Do I even have a better Sinclair? Not fucking really. Like, not fucking really, bro. I guess I could support a Sinclair in. Yeah, that's what I was gonna do. I was like, you know, I could probably support someone in. Holy shit, that looks so cool. Yeah, in theory, I should probably... in theory, I should probably do this too. Oh, I can only pick one. Ooh. Ooh. Well, I can't have Sinclair. Sinclair's just not gonna work.
발목 잡지 않도록 최선을 다할게요.
What do you mean, what is bro doing? Sinclair is perfectly fine. No, he gets too happy, bro. I can't do anything when he's happy. What? What speed is this? Speed 5. Oh, so I can do this. This guy's speed 6. Yeah, there we go.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
Not running full self-support for whatever reason. Blue gets D-typed by the third wave and needs to be replaced. To the level, full slap on Blue. We'll see, chat.
이번에야말로 이 싸움을 끝내주겠어.
Bro, he's already like leveled up, bro.
무언가에
What the
맞설
hell?
용기를.
Why did you just ascend like off rip?
무언가에 맞설 용기를.
How did she get there? Okay, I guess he was at 40 SP. Clash win, maintain SP. I think I could just maintain SP indefinitely, low key.
여전히 무섭고 겁이 나. 그럼에도 멈추고 싶지 않아. 망설이지 말고. 하! 이
Yep,
격정
just maintain SP permanently.
타올라라.
Did the screen black out? For whatever reason, Twitch does not like when I stream. So the majority of my viewers I just direct towards YouTube because for whatever reason, Twitch is just always messed up.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
Alright, what did you do to Twitch? Nah, dog, I have no idea what I did to Twitch.
그 삶의
So,
마침표를.
I don't see. Gamble it all away? Nah, bro. For real, gamble everything away, bro.
그 삶의 마침표를.
400 hunger shots.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
It's over for you.
망설이면 나아갈 수 없어. 다음 목표로.
The gambling part.
타겟 포착 1시 방향.
The potential for stagger is insane here. Here we go.
삶의 마침표를.
Shit. Cannot offset counters. Not with that attitude, you can't. Not with that fucking attitude. Oh shit, no, this is a sick. And then hopefully that staggers before he hits. Oh shit. Oh shit. Did we actually get the stagger? We did. That goes so incredibly hard. We did it, bro. Wrap it the fuck up. Sinclair's gonna be negative SP and loses mode. Hexnail clutches up the run. Mods? What's it like to be the GOAT? And they said I couldn't do it. They said you need to level up Hong stop. No, whatever the fuck, bro. You need to level up random nigga number 6. I was like, you know, chat, see the vision. The vision, chat. The vision, chat. What mods? It's a good question. Yeah, whoever gave me that Sinclair, bro, W. W. Ooh. We just gotta take off. Up tie to tier 4. Shit, I could use that. On my next like super pool, I could definitely use that. Brother, we beat all of that first try EX clear. I don't want to hear all that bullshit, bro. I literally didn't know what I was fighting, bro. All that fucking yapping. I could do that too if I had maxed out units. The only issue is I don't have any fucking Hong that uses siphon full stop. How's bro's Limbus pass not maxed? Dog. 3 months? Yeah, y'all are on bullshit. Oh fuck, it's been 3 months. Oh shit. I haven't been doing fucking anything, bro. Like, I fucking work. Okay. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go to sleep. But, yeah, I definitely need to fucking play. I need to play more to get my shit up. Because I did pay for that. I need to fucking do it. Alright, guys. I will see you guys Wednesday for some fucking Kingdom Hearts. But until then, guys, keep moving forward. And have a good evening. Yes, yes, convert modules. Converting modules. Alright. Good night, guys. You shameless.